What is up, guys? Done this side. So in this video, I'm going to show you the beginner's guide on Podcas.io. So this is a platform where you can create your podcast or podcast script with AI. So to come to this Podcast.io's website, you just simply need to search for Podcast.io at the top on your search bars or on your browser search bar, and then you will be directly welcome to this podcast website. From here on the right side, you need to sign in with your account. Or if you are new here, you can just simply create a new account on podcast.io. After that, when you have logged in or signed in here, at the middle, you will see create new podcast. But if you already have created some podcast, you will see the option to create new podcast here on the right side too. So I'll click on this create new podcast. And after that, this will tell me to enter the prompt or topic for the podcast. And after that, you have given the prompt. You can also enter the website URL. You just need to enter your own website's URL, and then you will go to choose the character. So here are Elias and Bob. You can also add some characters if you want. And let's play a sample. And here you can see you can have up to 4 characters in your podcast. So I'll just add these two and then I'll click on review and generate. So these are my 2 characters and this is the topic. I'll click on generate podcast and then this will start generating my podcast script and all the talking of these 2 persons or the 2 AI persons, I'll say. And while the podcast is creating, I'll show you some options like if you want to generate more dialogues, you can click on generate more dialogue and then you can add some dialogues in your podcast script. And if you want to delete the podcast, you can click on this delete podcast button here on the right side. As you can see, this is the podcast script. With every dialogue, you can just simply add a dialogue by just clicking on this plus icon in the middle. If you want to add any icon or dialogue, you can add that. And as you can see, my podcast has been generated in the audio and video forms. So you can generate your own podcast like this in audio and video forms. And then you can also read the script and you can generate more dialogues. And then you can add your own dialogue by just clicking on this plus icon in the middle. And if you want to delete the podcast, you can click on this delete podcast here on the right side. And if you want to export your podcast somewhere else, you can just simply click on this export button and then export your podcast. If you want to embed your podcast at a particular website or at a particular application, you can click on this embed and then a custom link will appear. So you can just simply embed it anywhere you want, or you can also save the prompt of this podcast. As you can see, these both AIs are topping in their own script. And this is the video form. As you can see, the AI's dynamics voice, and then here is the caption. And when I click on this audio here, this is the audio. So this is how you can create your own podcast by podcast.io. That was all for this video, everyone. Thank you for watching.